many of you believe you're a leader? By a show of hands, right? Everyone should be raising their hand because we all are leaders. Someone is always watching us, whether it be a cousin, a coworker, or a church member. There's a Chinese proverb that says, if you think you're leading and you look behind you and no one's following you, you're just taking a walk. Yeah. So you don't want to be a leader like that, right? You want to be a leader that inspires people to action. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Today I'm going to talk about lessons I learned that helped me to become a more impactful leader and team leader. When I graduated college, I graduated with a degree in materials engineering. And my first job out of college was with U.S. Steel. I loved working there. I loved working in the hot mill where I could see these hot, fiery slabs rolling down the mill. And as they rolled down and turned into coils, it got faster and faster and faster. It was exciting. I soon realized that not everyone shared my excitement. My mom came to visit me. So again, I was in Pittsburgh. She came from New York to visit me. So I showed her around the plant and I showed her around outside where all these huge coils were that I helped produce, right? And so she looks at me. I had my big white hard hat on. I had my big black steel-toe shoes on. And she looks at me and she goes, my little ballerina, this is not what I pictured for you. You know? So I was like, wow. I realized I lost my cheerleader. She no longer was a cheerleader for me. But I enjoyed what I did. I had to be the cheerleader for myself. I had to motivate myself. So my lesson number one was, I motivate me. So my question to you is, are you the cheerleader in your life? Do you cheer yourself on? Do you motivate yourself? Do you make sure you don't get too stressed out? Wayne Dyer says that when you squeeze an orange, what comes out of it is what? Orange juice. Why? Because that's what's inside. When you get squeezed, what comes out of you? Is it frustration and fear, or is it passion and joy? That's what you want for you. I motivate me to be the best that I can be. I know it's not grammatically correct, but it helps me to remember that, to keep focused. My second lesson that I learned was trust is a must for team success. Trust is a must for team success. After taking several jobs in different areas, I moved to work in sales. I decided I wanted to get off the engineering track. So I moved to sales. And I worked for Eaton. I sold lash adjusters and valves for Ford. But I realized that I had to juggle my allegiance to the customer, who I was always supposed to make happy, versus my allegiance to the plant. You know? So I go to them and say, we've got to give the customers some reductions in price. And I realized they were starting to resist and be hesitant. And they would say, Lisa, we don't want to give all of our savings away to the customer. So they didn't really trust me because they thought I'd give everything away. I had to let them know that I did have their back and I wasn't going to give everything away. So what did I have to do? I had to have meetings, get their input. What did they suggest? Is it easy to listen to people? Not all the time. But do you know one main source of conflict is not listening, right? When we don't listen to people, they shut down. People want to be heard. And I learned that I had to listen, get their input, and then we could move forward. My third lesson was when I am approachable, the team is coachable. When I am approachable, the team is coachable. Shortly after I got promoted to project management at Visteon,